Hi, and welcome to another video on the Target Individual Experience, the Target Individual Program. This video, again, is continuation of me exposing the PSYOPs, psychological operation, what's been going on. Also, I'm going to show you a little bit of the ending of yesterday's video, which I forgot to include, right, from this video. And also, you're going to see in this video how I was recording, recording the targeting, and then certain things happen, and I knew I was recording. I didn't stop the video, I didn't pause the video, I didn't do anything, okay? And they hacked into my phone, paused the video to where I couldn't capture the event that was taking place, okay? And while I was in the car sitting, I was describing exactly what's going on. When I got upstairs, I had to go back out, and then I came back in, looked through the video just to, rehash what I saw, and they basically paused my video because they didn't want me to capture the two individual that was deliberately targeting me. So one of those person, if you look at yesterday's video, I talked about this woman who, when I got out the car, she was by the hydrant with her dog, and the minute she saw me as I got out the car, she folded her mouth like this. So they used this same woman again, the same person again, with her dog this morning, as well as a white gentleman with his dog this morning, and an individual who, as I was waiting for parking, went into his car, came back out, opened up his car hood. His car was a black Nissan Altima, and got pretty good footage of them. I mean, I thought I did. Because I was very close, and I guess they didn't want these people to be identified, so they again hacked my phone, and so that I wouldn't get the footage. Okay, so I'm gonna start this video, and I'm gonna show you the point where they hacked my phone, pause the video, and then as I guess these people left, then my video continued. Then they continued. They unpaused the video, what have you. I'll stop the video. Okay. All right. So yesterday, I kind of ended the video abruptly because I forgot about this part right here. But you hear me talking about how they would walk and then put one hand behind their back with their palm facing out towards me, and you're gonna see exactly here. See that? Okay. See the hands behind the back with the palm facing out. Okay, men do it, women do it. Okay, that's one of the signals that they do. Okay, and again, this, you see the perps in front of me.
Let's see if the guy
Put his hands behind his head. It's another signal. Again. All right. So let's move on to this morning, because a lot of stuff took place this morning. Okay. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna lower the volume for copyright purpose. Okay. So very early, I was surprised to see the FedEx van. Okay, and the FedEx van is used when they target you to send you a message that it's the feds that's doing this. So they will use the FedEx trucks, FedEx vans, particularly, when you're being targeted. Now, FedEx, they make delivery. Shoot, I order stuff from FedEx and I wait for FedEx, okay? But when you're being heavily targeted, okay, you will see a lot of FedEx trucks. Just as you'll see a lot of police and whatever number they have conditioned you to, whatever anchor and trigger with that number or what have you. So again, neolinguistic programming. So the FedEx or the Fed, okay, represents to say, well, it's the feds that's doing it, the federal government, right? The FBI, right? So that's how I was when I saw the FedEx truck that early this morning. I was like, okay, all right. So, and again, they're going to start using FedEx vehicle from now on. Hopefully I can get it on video. Maybe not because I'm exposing it now, but going forward, I'm going to see a lot of FedEx truck on the road as I'm driving. Now, you guys have watched my video. For those of you who have watched my video, you would hardly see any FedEx truck, but now you're going to begin to see a lot of them. Okay. So taking the kids to school. All right, and again, gray car. Okay, gray is a theme here. All right, because you see it happening regularly. Now I made this turn. And here's a pull up behind this van, but the car behind this van was a gray car, and he was about to go behind this car, but I kind of actually, when he saw me turning, he stopped and allowed me to get in front of him. Okay, so again, had he been in front of me, again, you start to see the pattern. But because they don't want me to keep showing this pattern, they're going to adjust their targeting so that it would seem random, but it's actually not. Okay, so they will be behind me, and I'm going to show you. But throughout my morning drive, the majority of vehicles that I do pull up behind are going to be gray, but they're going to try to space it out. Okay, instead of having it happen so frequently, they're going to try and space it out. Okay, now I'm going to let this part play. I'm going to turn the volume up.
When you talked about me too, can you share a little bit of the conversations and just the tone? Now you have to be exact, but conversations that you've been surrounded with when it comes to like the Me Too movement. I don't know, I just feel a personal responsibility. Some artists may not, some women may not.
You have to excuse the window screeching. I just got a new windshield wiper arm and new windshield wipers.
I have over 50 first.
There goes that number. So 3290. Let's go back to this vehicle. So this vehicle turned in here, this white vehicle.
I have over 50 first.
There goes that number. Let me try to see if you can see that. There goes that number. But I did 3294. Okay, so I set the license plate followed by police vehicle, right? And you're gonna see that repeated.
It's just we need the opportunity. We're there. We can compete at a high level. We have ideas and all those things. And I think about just the culture that perpetuates sexual harassment.
Okay. Now watch the ticket agent. Now as I approach, she's gonna turn and walk. And let me go back.
Opportunity. We're there. We can compete at a high level. We have ideas and all those things. And I think about just the culture that perpetuates.
All right, now she can walk off anytime, but again, this is heavy targeting, but do it in a way subtly. Heavy targeting, but it's subtle, right? It's underhanded. So as I approach, you're gonna see her turn and walk this way. Okay. So she has a black bag, on her back. Right? And I accidentally went forward here. So the constant bag theme, that's constant. But I just want you to show you guys, how they do it and how they're able to get your attention, especially when you're being conditioned to these things. Okay, so I'm gonna lower the volume again. I would get annoyed with this squeaking sound. So here's a young girl, young teenager. She's a prep. If you go back, as she crosses, she starts doing these hand signals. See, she's touching her clothes. Right there. Okay. And another prep. Hand signal. Hands behind the head. See that? She grabs her hair. Flick it over. Another gray vehicle. Pull up behind. Like I said, I normally don't pay that much attention to that, but recently it's been so frequent. And like I said, whenever things appear over and over repeatedly, okay, or there is a high frequency of something that's happening, it's a conditioning phase. Okay, I'm gonna speed some of this up. Now, here I am making this turn. Now, I want you to pay attention to this person right here. This is a church, Jehovah's Witness, and as a TI, you'll get targeted by all people of all religion, of all aspect of life. Any organization you go to, you're gonna get targeted. So, again, the use of subliminal to say, well, because it's Jehovah's Witness, the word witness is in there. Okay? Now, when they target me and they do the number 4, like they'll take their hands and just go, let me see, hold on, let me take off my watch here. I don't want to target anybody. And they do this. They'll do this, or if they're grabbing something, they'll make sure to stick out 4 fingers as they grab, whatever it is. Like if it's a woman and she's grabbing the strap of her pocketbook, she will grab the straps of her pocketbook, but she'll stick out 4 fingers, grab it with her thumb, and then close it. Okay, it's very and it's very blatant. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna grab it like this. It's more like just like this. His fingers all spaced out, and grab it. Okay, and you're gonna see that. I'm gonna show you that. So remember, as TIs, because of the cursive persuasion program, they always trying to, make you make you think that they have all these witnesses against you and you committed whatever crime they say you committed. And so, but that's just false witnesses. They're gathering false witnesses to make you think in that manner. Okay? And this is how that's the mentality that they want to create within you. Okay? These people are criminals. So they have to make you believe that you're a criminal. Okay? And so that's why this is a covert coercive persuasion program, because they know what they're doing, is criminal. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go ahead. Now watch her. Now she's standing there. Okay. Now she thinks I'm gonna go, so she starts to enter the building, but she's gonna pause after I pause, right? Because there's a car coming. All right. Now you see that? Yeah, her pause. She was beginning to walk in there. So now, when she sees me turn, now she opens up the door and she walks in. Okay. Now, watch this individual on this side as I'm driving. He is going to stick his finger in his ears. Okay. You see that? Now he's far, so the camera don't pick him up all too well. But you can see the action. If you view this full screen, you will see the action of him sticking his finger in his ear. Okay, see the hand goes up? Okay, now, again, here's the number again, the number 32. Now, from time to time, you will see this school bus, and I'm not kidding. You can go back and look at my video. This exact school bus with this exact number, 2321, always parked up here. Okay, when they're targeting me like this. Okay, so let's skip past this. So I'm taking my daughter to school now. All right. Now, like I said, from time to time, they will use vehicles with out-of-state plates, because I guess, I'm recording, I'm exposing these other people with New York plates who target me. So this morning, I guess, they didn't want me to get them on video. So normally there's a whole bunch of cars there as I'm pulling in to take the kid, my daughter, to school. This time is a gray Honda Accord. Okay. And now he's in the parking lot, right? Why does he have his blinkers on? Why does he have his hazard light on? Okay. And he's sitting in the vehicle. There's a person sitting in the vehicle. The driver sitting in the vehicle. Okay. Okay. Move on to the next video. So, just drop my daughter to her class and heading to go and pick up Pam. Now, if you go back to this video, the beginning, where I turn onto this block to pick up Ethan, there's no police car there. Right now, for I believe the third time in 3 days, when I go drop off Ethan, there's no police car there. I go drop off Alyssa, then I come back, go get onto this block. All of a sudden, there's a police car parked up. Yesterday's video that I did, you see the police car parked further up with there was a female police officer acting as if she was giving somebody a ticket. As I approached, she lifted her hands. I don't know whether to hide her face or do some hand signals. I didn't really pay any mind until I reviewed the video and I saw what she did, and I was like, okay, this police car right here, okay, you'll see no lights blinking, okay, no lights at all, no lights flashing. It's just parked up right there. Okay, okay, now also watch. Let's go back. Watch this prep right here. See? That's what she's doing. While she's looking at me. Okay, so let's go back. As I'm driving, light change. She starts doing hand signals, raising her hands. Okay. See how she touch her ears? Watch. Light change. Now, they're all working together. Okay. And she sticks her thumb out as she puts her hands in her pocket. Now, this vehicle is flashing its yellow lights. Police car right here. Okay. Now, remember, no lights flashing. Okay. As I passed the police vehicle, looked in my rearview mirror, you turn on its lights. Okay? The police car behind me. Turn on its lights. Okay? So now they're targeting me differently, even more covert. Right? So they're not going to do it blatantly, but they will get other vehicles, such as the city vehicle right here. Okay, that will be using its yellow lights as I drive behind it. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so let's fast forward here. Let's go. And again, remember, they have perps station everywhere. Okay? And the minute they see you, again, they'll start touching themselves or touching their face or something like that. And you'll see it here. Woman in the bus stop right here. As soon as she see me, again, start touching herself, touching her nose, going through her pocketbook. Now the bus is all the way up there. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, because she's at the bus stop, but she's not going towards the bus. She's the only person standing here. Everybody's walking this way, that way, but she's standing here. Okay, she's not going to the dollar cab because she would have. Dollar cab stopped right here. She would have started walking towards it. Okay, look, see, she's a perpetrator, a willing participant in this program. Okay, now again, this. Remember, everything is synchronized. It's well timed. Another young lady who's a perp. She's walking by. She looks at me, and she does this. Okay, let's go back. You can view this full screen. Right there. See that? Now look at the look at her face. She looks mad. Okay? Because I'm not shutting up. I'm exposing them. Everything that they're doing, I'm exposing it. So there's another young gentleman, young kid. Again, as soon as they see you. Okay, check it out. This guy right here. As he gets closer, about bows his head. See, he starts bows his head. Then again, try to do this. Then there you go. Okay. All right. He looks at me, bows his head. All right. See this young gentleman right here? Again, I'm not gonna do that. Pause it so you can see. Okay, view this full screen, you'll see. There you go. Okay. Now, in a little bit, Pam's gonna approach the car. You're gonna see a guy comes out of here at the same time, synchronized. Okay. He's going to be wearing a gray sweater, and he's gonna keep looking at me. See, they think that they're out of view of the camera again, but the camera sometimes pick these things up. Even though I don't see it on the phone screen, it does pick it up. When I review the video, because I didn't even notice this guy, but when I reviewed the video, I saw him and I was like, okay. So this is like yesterday's video where Pam was walking across the street, the girl standing at the corner, the guy by the fire hydrant with the gray car kind of almost cut in front of me, waiting for her. And she waited until Pam gets across the street to get into the car. Now, she could, when the car pulled up, she could have got into that car at any time, but no. They have to work in a synchronized manner. So she has to wait. If she's out of sync, she has to wait and then get back in sync. Okay. Now, see this young woman coming up here? View this full screen, y'all. Y'all can see this. So, as she approached me again, remember I tell you with the fingers, the four fingers, right? So she does this, right, with the four fingers, grabs her the string from her hoodie, right, that she's wearing. Okay, and she's going to pull it down in the shape of a V. Okay, and as she's doing that, she sticks her thumbs out. Now it's gonna be very quick. Okay, so like I said, I wish I can slow this video down, but I can't with the program that I'm using. Okay, see the thumb stick out? All right, hope you guys catch that. Speed this up a little bit. Okay, all right, let's go back here. All right, here we go. All right.
Yeah, 5 minutes earlier today.
Okay, let's go back a little bit.
And what is that they do?
So Pam just opened the car door.
Yeah, 5 minutes earlier today.
Oh, he comes out. He's looking directly at me. Okay, watch. He's watching me. Now, he come out of this building. The door's closed. He's standing there. What is he looking at? He's looking at me. Okay. Again, he's wearing a gray sweater. Sort of like what the guy did yesterday in yesterday's video. The one that was standing by the hydrant. He looked back at Pam. Same thing, you know, as she walks across. Then the girl gets in the car. She looks at me slightly, you know, and gets in the car. They're repeating the same thing here. They're basically trying to send me subliminal message about Pam, all right? And so the color gray is used to represent whatever it is that they're trying to, whatever subliminal message they're trying to send, right? What they've think that they've conditioned me to, right? So gray is a neutral color. So when I see gray, I'm thinking it's a neutral color. So they might be neutral, but I know it's not what they meant by it, okay? By the color gray when they target me with the color gray. So trying to, again, this is how new linguistic programming work. Okay, this is how coercive persuasion work. Okay, doing these things to a person who don't know what's going on, they will internalize these things, right? Because it goes into the subconscious. They will internalize it. They wouldn't know how to defend against it. Okay, and they will take on the negative aspect of whatever subliminal message is being instilled in their subconscious. Okay, so he's staring. So, let me load on the volume again. And I'm going to, the gray car again. Like I said, they'll space it out, I think the other one. Okay, all right, I'm going to go too fast. But again, see how 3 gray cars together. Okay, cut that one off. So it doesn't matter which one I had pulled up behind. It will always be a gray card. Okay, I want you to see how these things work. All right. Okay, that gray car is right here. Moving to this lane. The other gray car, the one that was in front of it. Okay. Let's go. No, I may be skipping past some of the perps on the sidewalk, but that's okay. That's not what's important. I'm trying not to make this video too long. Okay, now. Here's a classic example.
His
of
thinking,
how
they change his personality.
We're talking about Kanye West.
They
We're
change
talking
it
about how they
in a
use
way that will
persuasion
benefit
programming
them,
to
as opposed
change
to
the mindset.
he's not gonna, he don't speak out.
Artists like
Once you become
Kanye
very
West,
vocal, they will run the psychological game. And if you don't have people in your circle that know about it and that know how to counter it, then you're going to be affected by it. And they're going to change your way of thinking without you even knowing it.
Okay? So,
no, let her go. She's been waiting there.
When I am on the road, right, I'm always careful and cautious because I have to be a defensive driver because of the target, and these people will cause you to have an accident. Okay, that's what they're trying to do, cause you to have an accident, and you'll see that because as I finish this video or finishing up this video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So, this woman was waiting for. She was waiting to cross on the light, right? So the bus was in front, so I decided to stop and let her go because she would probably have a hard time crossing this street, right? And even though it isn't her light, I always know that pedestrians always have the right of way. Okay, regardless, pedestrians always have the right of way, and that's how I think. I'm concerned for others. They may not be concerned for me, but that's okay. That's because they've been manipulated, they're being brainwashed, they're being lied to, what have you. Okay, so watch what Pam says.
What you mean it's not her light?
It's not her light. It's not her light.
But she's standing there. She can just go. The bus is right there. The bus not going anywhere. Pamela, the bus is not. Okay, how far? Okay, how far did we get?
He always told me never wave other people. Never wave
pedestrians are always right.
They are, but she was standing on the
pedestrians are
sidewalk.
always right. Well, listen, the bus is right there, so I just let her go.
So we have these arguments from time to time because again, I understand and I realize where she's coming from because she's been conditioned, and like most people, right? And I would say most people, the majority of people, are conditioned to be self-centered, selfish, manipulative. They have to get their way, or it's no way, Just like the architect of these programs, right? What do they want to do? They want to get their way. They want to win. Okay, they're not gonna let you win, right? They have to be the one to win. Okay, again, that is a passive aggressive mentality, a sadist mentality, and they enjoy seeing other people fail. They enjoy seeing other people in misery, and that's what we as TI we're fighting against. We're battling against. Okay, people like that. All right.
Standing there waiting, the bus is go. Let the bus go.
Right. Okay. So let me lower down the volume again. But I kind of wanted you guys to hear the exchange. Just to give you an idea of the thinking of a lot of people out there. Okay, they become very self-centered, right, and very selfish, and like I said, that's the majority of people because they've been conditioned that way. Okay, and like my 16-year-old, he doesn't live with me, but he's with me every other weekend, and I can see some of those things within him, and I try to correct it. I try to tell him, listen, you got to be more concerned, but you also got to have an awareness that other people don't have. Okay, so I'm trying to teach them those kind of awareness. Even my 8-year-old at this point. Okay, let's move on to the next video. Okay. So again, pull up behind a gray van. Dropping Pam. I just dropped Pam off. And there you go. All right, let me give you another example, right? So So, please, come on. All right, I'm gonna just let it play. Now, I can't tell you how many times that I've been here and people are trying to pass and these cars would not let them pass. Okay? So, let them pass. All right? There are people who will just drive by and keep driving. Okay? And they'll be standing there. But again, that's the mentality, particularly in New York. I'm sure other parts of the country as well. Matter of fact, all parts of the country. But being that New York is a big city, you see it quite frequently. These people have no consideration for other people, and that's who we're dealing with here. Now, talk about perp station on every corner. Here's one. Okay, so turn. Great car. All right, so let's go. So like I said, they space it out, but they try to make it not look so obvious, right? But again, once you learn to recognize these things, you recognize it. I mean, you recognize it regardless if you're targeted, but you just don't know how to deal with it. But once you understand that this is not some supernatural magical shit that's going on, it's all technological, psychological, you begin to put things in perspective. Okay, because again, in the beginning, remember, this is a fear tactic. This is fear-based conditioning. Okay, all right, so let's go. Like I said, might be a couple stuff that I miss, but the perp on the corner there, they're watching. And again, pull up, gray car. Okay. Now, Okay, here we go. Okay, let me see something here. So, all right. Now remember earlier in the video, as I went to drop Ethan to school, it was a white car with the number 32 in the license plate. And I repeated the number, right? Because I wasn't sure if the camera's going to pick it up. Now, you're going to see the exact same thing here, but it's not going to be a white car. It's going to be a burgundy car. Put the volume up. Again, try to subtly sneak in there underhanded subliminals, right? Trying to condition. That's what they're trying to do. Now, the conditioning
number, this burgundy car,
method, new linguistic programming. So now, whenever the number 32 shows up in a car license plate, they'll be followed right after a police vehicle.
Again,
okay?
Police van
right there,
right after it.
So it's the second time this happened, right? And like I said, they don't have to do this repeatedly all day. Okay, they'll do it, once or twice. Okay, because that number has already been conditioned in my psyche. All right, and also the synchronization with the police officer. So again, remember, they don't want to show a pattern. Okay, so there was a police vehicle that was approaching, coming in this direction, coming this way, and again, that police vehicle is going to make a U-turn. It was about to drive, and then it just stopped, and then it made a U-turn, because again, when you show consecutive patterns of things happening, you can see it's a pattern, right? So how do you prevent someone from exposing this? It's to not show a pattern of harassment behavior, right? To not show a pattern of the psychological, of the psyops, right? The psychological operation.
Made a U-turn.
Okay. Again, now they are being of. Okay. Okay, so again, you'll see the perps. When they see you, they're standing in the corner, walking in towards you, walking across from you. They'll start to touch themselves or the article of clothing. Then you see a police. You go right there. Now, let me see if I can get this, because it's going to happen again. Okay, let's go back. There was a vehicle that again had the number 32 in it. Now, I didn't call it out. I don't know why, but I didn't call it out. But again, a gray vehicle again making the U-turn. Let me see if it's this. It's one of these vehicles here, okay, that had the number 32 in the license plate. Can't really see it. Again, it's kind of hard to make out. But immediately after, I'm driving and I see the police giving somebody a ticket, or acting like they're giving somebody a ticket. Remember, they got to try to make this stuff look legitimate. Okay, now let me go back. Okay, now watch this guy right here. You see me, he bows his head. Again, now she's walking, she sees me, and then she's gonna start touching her clothing, her scarf. She starts pulling on it, tugging on it. Okay, and what just happened here? After she walks by, and I looked at her. This guy passing by. See, what is he doing with his hand? He all of a sudden takes his hand from out of his pocket. Okay, as if he's trying to show me something. Let's go back. Did he just give me the middle finger? Let's see. Too much. That's the purpose why I review some of these videos, because sometimes you miss things. And I think, oh, that's what he did. The palm with the thumb. Okay? He puts it back in his pocket. Put his hand back in his pocket. Oh, wait. I think I forgot something here. So, I'm driving, get on the block, see the flashing lights. Now, you're parked up. Why you have your lights flashing? It's not like you're driving. Okay, but, you know, who knows? Just a question. Okay, so, got on the block, and you know, I was waiting for parking. Let me just speed up some of this. Okay, so let me get to this point. All right, so you see, I'm gonna reverse back. You're gonna see me. I was on this side. Okay, this guy got parking, and okay. So again, so I'm double parked, waiting for parking. Now again, I want you to watch one of the perps. It's gonna come out like he's crossing. Nope. Start walking towards me. Then goes back on the sidewalk. Okay? Literally. I mean, you want to see this again? So he just got off the sidewalk. Okay? Just so he can walk, so I can see him. Okay? And now he's going to go back to the sidewalk. Okay? Right. So let's speed this up. To the next video. Still waiting for parking. And this is, you know, I want to speed this up because I want to get to this individual part. I'm not going to worry about the perps. Alright? I just want to show this part because this is pretty damn interesting. So, here I am. Parked up. Right? I had saw a guy behind me. See how the video just cut and just appear as I was getting out of the car? So, like I said, I was parked there. I saw the guy behind me. Asked him if he was coming out of the parking space. He said yes in a minute. Reversed back and went behind him. Okay? It was a black Nissan Altima, and there was a woman that was a few cars back. Okay, she had her car door open, standing behind the car door, right, just staring at me for a good 10 minutes, not lying. For a good 10 minutes. This woman is staring at me. So I guess maybe she wanted me to recognize her by probably doing a hand signal. So I didn't. So she just stood there. So the guy who was parked up, who I asked if he was leaving, he opens up the hood of his car. The woman behind me, a few cars behind me with her car door open, standing behind her car door, she finally closes her car door and leaves. There was a white gentleman walking up with his dog, okay? And he stops right at the side where the guy who was parked up with the black Altima was. And at that point, I turned the phone so I can, record him, because I, know the tactics. Sometimes they'll use people with dogs, right? Then he pulls out. The white guy with the dog, he leaves, and then the woman from yesterday, the black woman, the one that I showed you across the street, that when the police vehicle passed by with the number 32 license plate, she walks off. She was talking to another perp. This same woman now, she comes by walking with her dog. She stands up with her dog right where, I'm parking. And, I'm describing this stuff thinking that my phone is recording this, but it wasn't. They actually stopped the recording because they did not want these 3 people recognized. Okay? So why is that? They do this because if there are, they might have been using these same individuals to target other TIs, so they don't want them to be recognized. I'm just saying this. I'm not absolutely sure. But I do know that they do not want these 3 individuals recognized. Okay? That's why they stopped the video. And then as I, exit out the car, after I guess that woman left and I'm exiting out the car, that's when the video starts back. Okay, so you're gonna see cuts, and then you're gonna see me open the car door, and then as I exit out the vehicle, right there. See that? Okay. I'm like, wow. And I didn't know that my phone was recording because I knew I hit the stop button without realizing that, that they had paused the video. And I hit the stop button, the stop button. I didn't hit the pause button again. I didn't hit the record button again. I hit the stop button. Okay? And so this is what they do, right? So I'm going to end this video here, and then I'm going to do another video because after I got in the house, I got a call from Pam saying that she forgot a device, and I had to go bring it for her. And again, I'm going to show you how quick these individuals move, these people, because you're under surveillance, so they will move in real time. If you got to go somewhere, somebody call you and say, hey, I need you to come here, that phone call is already intercepted. We all know that. That's a given. But the speed in which they have individuals, that they can call these individuals and station them along your route, your route to where you're going, is pretty, I don't even know the word, but it's not shocking. But for me to be able to get this on video, it's for me, that's amazing. Okay, because then I can share it with you guys, and you guys can see where I'm coming from. Okay.